We'll be back right after this.
The 2K Sports pregame show. Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the Portland Trail Blazers. With the way the Trail Blazers have played recently, fans have had plenty to enjoy. They lost Game 1 in this matchup earlier this season. They'll see them 4 times in all, looking to even the series with a win tonight. Love to watch this guy, Russell Westbrook. Is there anybody who looks to score the ball with more intensity, Shaq?
Well, Kenny, he's not a guard. I know it says guard on paper. I don't know what that is. He's strong, explosive, and the guy never gets tired. Keeps coming at you.
You know what he is?
What?
He's a guard. Kenny?
Well, he's got a big motor too, Ernie. This guy is unique and a unique once-in-a-lifetime talent. His incredible endurance is probably what separates him from most players.
If he's not a guard, what is it?
Unguardable.
Oh, brilliant. Here's Kevin Harlan.
And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. Along with Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, Kevin Harlan. And joining us tonight, Emmy-nominated writer-producer Bill Simmons. Again, you're in the seat, and again, we're so lucky to have you.
I can't believe Brent Barry's here. How'd you get him? A lot of
and told him that you were going to come in.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of sushi. And told him you were going to join us.
Wow. 4 of the greats. I'm so delighted to be here.
DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, we know Russell Westbrook is fearless on the court and with a sense of passion. Growing up around Los Angeles, he said, I felt like every day was the first day of school. That's how it was the minute I woke up. And guys, he's starting to release his own lines of clothing and accessories. I have a couple in my closet. Back to you.
Influential with his taste for sure, David. Thank you. Bill, is Damian Lillard close to becoming the best player in Blazers basketball history?
I think he's close to having the best career. You know, I think his career this decade has actually become underrated. Like, he's been in the All-NBA team, I think 5 times now. He's made it first team, and he's taken the team to the conference finals. He made an iconic buzzer beater shot, all that stuff. Bill Walton is still the best player in Blazers history. Like, they won the title with Bill Walton. And I think from a ceiling talent standpoint, I'd still have Rasheed Wallace over him, because in '99 and 2000, that team was really close to winning the title. And in 2000, they probably should have won the title. You know, and they choked in Game 7. He's not on that level, but, you know, he's been probably the 3rd best point guard of this decade. That's Curry, then Chris Paul, then him.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony Tolliver out there with Hazonia. And it's Nurkic in at the 5. And for Houston, Tucker and Capella are up front. Russell Westbrook out there with Gordon. And it's Jay in at the small forward. Here's Gordon, and it's the Rockets on the break. Took him no time at all on that one.
So fast and so aggressive. Hard to stop Westbrook when he's tearing down the court like he did there.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. And the foul called on Shea. That's his first foul.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
On defense, the Rockets. Now the pass to Hazonia. Nurkic with it. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, Nurkic, with that soft touch, he's starting to cause some problems for the defense.
Here's Charles. Nice shot from 10 feet out. And at one point, seems like ISO basketball was falling out of favor, Bill, but the Rockets have made a cornerstone of their success, that very thing.
True, for the regular season. And
right,
for the
and then it
early
changes,
rounds.
doesn't it?
Yeah, I do wonder if it's like the run and shoot with football. where it's this.
You don't trust it, maybe? You don't trust it?
Yeah, it's for the regular season. You're playing a team once. They don't have time to scout it for a bunch of weeks. But, you know, when you get to the playoffs and you're playing the same team 7 times.
Scouting gets better.
Yeah, and players, you just played it 2 nights ago. You did play it against the same offense. You pick up little tricks. And I really wonder if you can win 4 straight rounds doing it.
Well, Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
Now here's Westbrook. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Memphis. The shot's good. Shay's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up, GA. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Here's McCollum. A 23-point game for him in the win against Charlotte.
As a big, once you get positioned inside, it allows you. Ooh, okay.
That's how you attack.
If I was scoring that, Kevin, I'm giving that a strong 9 from Che.
Now, here's Nurkic. 9-point game his last outing. It's Hezonja in the corner. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Outside Gordon. Capella, high post. On the wing, Che. Hezonja defended. 4 on the shot clock. Gordon outside. Rebound by Hezonja. Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to the Grizzlies of Memphis. We've been producing documentaries going deeper into athlete stories, which I know you love, because I think you're curious more than anything else.
Yeah.
So what drew you to that process?
Initially, it was we dove into these stories. We thought that was the inefficiency of, instead of these big, broad type of documentaries, concentrate on events and players and moments and things like that. And I think as you get into that and you start doing it, it just becomes intoxicating. And the cool thing about it is no story should be told the same way you would tell somebody else's story. You just don't know. You got to figure it out. Like we had Steve Nash his last Lakers season. He wanted to do a documentary about it. And then we spitballed it, and we decided it's actually a better idea to do an in-the-moment digital series about it that you could experience in real time than you think. And it was the right idea, and that was really good. I think trying to figure out what story clicks the best with an athlete, how to tell whatever story they have correctly is the coolest part of it.
Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to Memphis. Baseline Che on the way, and Che gets it to go on the assist by Gordon.
How about that? A mid-range Che. Che's got a little old school to his game.
McCollum with the ball, and it's Gordon picking him up. From the line, again, McCollum missing.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Now here's Che. Westbrook misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Nurkic finds Hezonja. Lillard outside. Latrey gets the three-pointer to fall. The Rockets perpetually knocking on the door. At what point, though, Bill, do you think their window will close?
I think that point happened in May of 2019. I think they had 2 years to win the title where everything was lined up for them. 2018, they're up 3-2 against the Warriors. The Warriors are tired. They seem like they're fading. They can't close. I think the key for them is the difference between being a regular season team and a playoff team. They're a great regular season team, but the playoffs every year become more and more complicated, smarter, more. You got to come up with a plan C, a plan D, a plan E as the series goes along. And their plan A is kind of what they ride with. They get tight, the crowd gets tight, things slow down. What's your plan B? And they haven't been able to figure that out.
Now here's Nurkic following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Shot on the wing, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. McCollum's got his second bucket of the night. Gordon kicks to Westbrook. Shoots the three, hands it from downtown. Westbrook's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Rockets.
Well, in his career, not a high percentage shooter from three, but Westbrook has the green light. That time fires it with confidence.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat, Greg. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Ken Burch is checked in for Capella. Jerebko comes in for P.J. Tucker. Green, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Pau Gasol's checked in for Jusuf Nurkic. Collins comes in for Anthony Tolliver. Kent Bazemore is checked in for Hezonja. And Hood subbed in for McCollum.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Exploiting errors by the offense, Che tries to run whenever he can.
Bill, do you ever think we're going to eliminate conferences in the NBA playoff seeding?
I think that they would have done a 16 seed no conference playoff format.
And so here's Portland. 8-point game. Tucker and Capella are up front. Gordon is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Che in at the 3. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Here's Hezonja. Good work defensively by Capella. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Houston. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game.
Ooh, the night is growing here for Che, but he's not one to gloat, during the game at least.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Che in the last game against the Grizzlies was terrific. He had 30 points, and he continued to connect from the foul line and the three-point line throughout the game. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
They're going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Westbrook with the bucket.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And the foul called on Che. That's foul number 2 for him.
It's his 2nd foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Nurkic the pass to Hezonja. McCollum against Westbrook.
Well, you feel like he's wasting all of his energy on the offensive end of the floor, and that there might be a letdown on the defensive end for Westbrook. Say it ain't so. He's just too competitive for that.
Bill, you study pop culture. The 2K Esports League is a phenomenon right now, which is sweeping the country. Do you think that's going to alter the perception of gaming in any way?
Yeah, I would say it has one of the best chances of any esports league to succeed because people just love basketball. And you can feel it there in the offseason. The shift in basketball content and the fact that it's now a 12-month-a-year sport for us. And now it goes from the playoffs to the draft to where people going in free agency. And then that plays out for a month, and then something else will happen. All of a sudden it's August.
Summer leagues.
Yeah, summer leagues happening, and then all of a sudden the season's close, and then you just kind of recycle, and it's a 12-month-a-year sport.
Right. Bill, I wanted to go back to what you were talking about with the 2K League, and you mentioned how basketball has grown into essentially a 12-month-a-year sport.
For me, a 2K Esports League just makes sense. It fits into that. I think people love the players. I think they care about these athletes. And just in basketball, so much more in the other sports. And for me, it's really gratifying because I've loved basketball my whole life. And for a while there, when I grew up as a kid, they were taped away in the finals. And, you know, it was like the 2nd-tier league. And now to see how popular it is and how much people love it, it's just, I feel like I was in early. I'm sure you do too.
Absolutely. I mean, Magic Johnson is a rookie and starting at center in Game 6 in Philadelphia, yes.
And it was tape delayed.
And it was tape delayed.
My beloved Boston Celtics won the 1981 title and it was on tape delay in Boston, and I went to bed, and my dad woke me up to watch the game for me, and it's not even 40 years ago. So I think the other thing that really helps with the 2K Esports League is that these guys play 2K, the actual players.
Right.
They
care about it.
They care about it. They have an incredible amount of time on their hands because they're too famous and they can't go anywhere. So they're in hotel suites. They're bringing with the PlayStation or Xbox with me, with them. They're playing their friends. They're playing each other online, and this is what they're doing all day.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Lillard's checked in for Portland.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Back to Hezonja. Passes it to McCollum. They could use a bucket, and Hezonja gets it to go. Hezonja's got 5 now.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Now, here's Tucker. Hezonja defending. And here's Jay. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. 2 on the clock. And it's Gordon missing. Trailblazers trail by 16. Hezonja kicks to Lillard. Now the dish to McCollum. Hezonja, the pass to McCollum. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 6 points for him.
Well, McCollum undersized at his position, at least in terms of his strength. But he can play that way because he competes. That's a tough one there. Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Now, here's Nurkic. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Here's Hezonja. No good that time. Westbrook with the nice D there.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Count that one. And that's now 17 points for Jay.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Pass to Nurkic. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Bill, we were talking about how so many NBA players are playing 2K these days and getting to play online against people you don't know.
Yeah.
Can't see.
I remember my buddy Gus, who I played a ton of video games with in the 80s. The first time we could play online against each other was like a really pivotal moment in both of our lives. Sometime in the mid-2000s. He was like, this is amazing. You're in Connecticut, I'm in LA, and we're playing video games. This is great. We've arrived.
And Bill, we've seen more and more teams base their offenses around 3-point shooters. Threes are at an all-time high. We know that. Should the NBA, that in mind, do anything to address this via any rule change? Which I don't know what that would mean, but it has been talked about.
I don't like changing. I think it's going to manifest itself with it doesn't work in the playoffs. And teams are going to slowly realize like that you need to blend an inside-outside game at least a little bit.
Well, you can't lose what the game is.
No,
it's bigs and smalls, it's inside, it's outside.
And it's still passing and unselfishness. The Warriors take a lot of threes, but they're the most unselfish team we have, and they create a lot of layups, and they play, you know, they're really creative. And you just can't, that just can't be your thing as we shoot 53s, here's our offense. The problem is, you're still going to get in these games where 2 points really matters. You know, that's what you saw with Kawhi in the playoffs last year. These games slow down, it's going to be a 92-89 ending, and your team needs to get 10 baskets in the 4th quarter, no matter how you're going to get them. You still need somebody who can do that too.
Got it, and the Houston lead has been cut to just 11 points in the basket from Damian Lillard. Shea trying to...
Saw that. Jay showing a little bit of a mean streak right now to his game. Thinking dunk, getting dunk.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Got a hand on it.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And it's Jay missing. Trail Blazers trail by 13. McCollum outside. Pass to Lillard. He dishes it to Nurkic. Shot clock at 5. And here's McCollum for 3. And the Trailblazers another 3.
Well, that's a go-to for CJ. He looks to spray it from three-point line as much as he possibly can.
Well, Bill, yet another engaging conversation. Thanks for stopping by. We always appreciate your time.
Yeah, next time let's talk about the hard salary cap. I think the people really love that one. Yeah, I have some ideas.
You'd make it interesting.
I have some luxury tax ideas. Yeah, we'll get super technical.
I would be here for that one.
Okay.
You know, Brent, it's a different kind of broadcast with Bill Simmons mic'd up. He lets it rip.
Well, the thing about Bill is he's not going to hold back. He has some great, strong opinions, and he backs it up with a lot of facts due to the fact that he knows the history of the game quite well.
Green dishes to Che. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Just a little bit of time, but now he's taking...
Now Rivers. Over Lillard. And no good on the last second attempt this time. That'll do it for the first half. Rockets ahead, up 9. And now...
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Now you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony Tolliver, and it's Hezonja in at the 3 spot.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Replay angles are interesting, Brent. Instant feedback on social media. Talk about the increased pressure now on referees to get every call right.
So many times, Kevin, on nights where you're working games, you sit there for a minute and a minute and a half.
In super slow motion looking at the play.
And still sometimes hard to get it right.
Very hard.
What I think the league should think about doing with the competition committee is every team in the league should have 3 and 4 cameras that are mounted so that every time there's a replay at any given arena, they have access to the same angles.
For every game.
Every game. Where are most of the times these calls being missed? Where are these calls getting wrong? And how is it that we can implement some technology to help us not only get it right more often, which is the most important thing, but also fair and balanced vision for the referees to have an opportunity to do so.
What an excellent idea. Gordon with it. Now defended by McCollum. For 3, Westbrook. The Rockets with another miss.
1 of 5 here, Kevin, to start the half. Their offense looks like it's shrinking right now.
Lillard from outside, and another 3 for Portland.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Here's Che. Nurkic with the block.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away.
Houston leading by 4, and Tucker kicks to Westbrook. Let's go. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And it's It's Lillard missing.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And Jay gets it to go.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been off. No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And it's Gordon. That time on the assist by Jay. And now it's an 8-point Houston lead.
Now you can tell he knows the game. Shea with great feel finds the open man.
McCollum finds Lillard. This one for three. Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got 6.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Lasagna's shot is off.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Westbrook, no good. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Yes, that goes in. 23 points for Jay.
I like to see this from Westbrook when he focuses on hitting his guys. It can make the entire team better.
McCollum with the ball. 14 points for him. Hezonja with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Tolliver. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Tolliver's got his first points of the game.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
That's a 2 from Gordon. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Lasagna, the pass to Lillard. The pass to Tolliver. Lillard with it. Jay's there. Here's Nurkic. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Nurkic has got his 3rd bucket of the night. Westbrook wide open. He fires. Connects from 3-point range. And the Rockets lead by 7.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. The Trailblazers also. Here's Nurkic. Tolliver kicks to Hezonja. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Bazemore finds Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Bazemore. Here's the 3. Portland no good that time either.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Tucker and Capella are up front. Russell Westbrook out there with Green. And it's Charles in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Lillard from outside. They get it back. Nurkic. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
And it's Jay missing.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
But they'll get another chance. And here is Hezonja. Here's Nurkic. Goes back up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Here now, the upcoming schedule for the Portland Trailblazers. On Friday, they continue the road trip heading out to Dallas to take on the Mavericks. And then on Saturday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but You can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Green. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Jay missing.
I get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper. And that's number 4. Definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And now here's Hezonja. Covered by Che. Nurkic kicks to Hezonja.
The wheels have completely come off on him here in the second half.
Portland no good that time either. And the dunk by Capella. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Gordon against McCollum. Passes it to Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. Back to McCollum. And Gordon over to help. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Gordon outside. Good. And it's Jay picking up the assist. Jay's got 6 assists now in the game. Trailblazers trail by 20. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Hezonja with the ball. Jay's there, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And the game plan against the Blazers, the last few postseasons has been trapping Lillard and McCollum and forcing someone else to beat.
Yeah, and you wonder if this is an opportunity for Zach Collins to really step into his own, along with Nurkic, who last year was injured during the playoffs, so that there can be some points and contributions coming from your power forward and center position. That'll ease some pressure on your backcourt.
And the shot goes in.
That is some touch right there shown by CJ, anticipating he was going to get bumped, but still had his eyes on the prize, Kevin.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. On the wing, Che. Pass to Gordon. Che outside. Portland grabs the miss.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
McCollum up top, guarded by Tucker. Down low, Hezonja kicks to Nurkic. And Capella sends it back. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Here's Lillard. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Man, at the point guard position, are you kidding me? Explosive scoring ability and body control. That results in a bucket and a free throw.
And the 4-year, $196 million Supermax extension signed by Damian Lillard this offseason. Dame Dollar living up to one of his many nicknames, but money well spent by the Blazers.
Now here's McCollum. The teardrop falls in.
Making the floater look effortless. McCollum has the body control and touch to drop that kind of shot in consistently.
Che passes to Capella. Here's Charles. That shot off. Now Portland takes it the other way. Lillard left side. Westbrook pulls it in. Rockets leading by 17. And the dunk by Che.
Fun to see Che get up and throw one down.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Lillard outside. From past the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Lillard's got 6 points in the quarter.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
A nice shot by Jay.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Lillard attacking. It's rebounded by Houston. Cabela's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Here's Azania. It's rebounded by Houston. Cabela's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And the shot is good. 7 points for Eric Gordon.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Pass to Lillard. Brent, with advanced analytics becoming commonplace in the NBA, which stats do you personally hold most valuable?
Well, it's amazing to talk about effective field goal percentage. I laugh a lot about...
Which is everything shooting. Free throws.
Yeah, well, I like to use true shooting percentage, Kevin, because that's where you adopt 3-point shooting percentage, 2-point shooting percentage, and your free throw percentage. But in talking to a lot of people around the league, general managers and coaches, I laugh inside to myself a little bit, like, oh, so now shooting's important? Like what? Like now shooting's important around the league?
Right.
As if, you know, the time that you go out to start playing basketball, you grab a ball, you go towards the goal, and your goal is to make the shot. And so we're talking so much more about how much shooting is valued. Effective field goal percentage is tremendous, with true shooting percentage being not far behind.
Knocked away and stolen by Jay. Dishes it to Capella. Here's Charles. And the dunk by Capella.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And a boom it was for the Rockets to be able to keep Clint Capella. A great fit with the team and gives them exactly what they need on the interior.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Jay.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show, worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. The baseline jam. Portland grabs the miss. And Greg Capella, who was taken near the end of the first round back in 2014 in the draft, has developed well during his time with Houston.
And Capella's game has really taken off in the last few seasons. He looks to be a double-double machine for this team for the next handful of years, and that is exactly what they need. And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Rockets.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
Hey guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Jay.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with...
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw good from Lillard.
And for a guy who entered the league as a terrific free throw shooter, Damian Lillard is now among the elite of the elite from the stripe.
7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Murray. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
Thank you.